Hi folks, welcome to the Prepared Homestead. This is Travis. Thank you all for stopping by to watch. Well, it's a chilly morning. I had the storms blow through yesterday. We didn't get too severe. We had some hail, but it wasn't like damaging hail. But we got a lot of it. But you know, some rain, some winds, and then now we're back to chilly weather again. I mean, that's just the way it is. I've seen it snow in May and stuff around here, so the cold weather is still not over. Expecting probably a good hard freeze by next weekend. So that's what's going on. You probably hear something in the background, and some of you have already seen this, but yeah. I picked this up yesterday. Some friends of ours brought puppies to the meeting, and my wife and I had been talking about getting a border collie. We've had them in the past, and so yeah, couldn't help but take this little one home. I think we're going to call her Lizzie. Yes, she's already doing quite well. But anyways, so a lot of crazy things are going on. Even since I made that video yesterday, there's just been more stuff happening. First of all, the president, you know, there's been little rumors of this the last few weeks, but Donald Trump stated yesterday that, yeah, he is considering seeking a third term. And he says a lot of people are wanting him to do it, and he says he thinks that there's ways around it to make it happen. And I'm thinking, well, I mean, you got to figure out how to get around the 22nd Amendment, because the 22nd Amendment says that you can only run 2 terms. So we'll see. Whoops. She's 7 weeks old, so yeah, she's in that. I'm going to get into everything. And then the president, this is the, like him or hate him, it doesn't matter, that he has been very much back and forth on the tariff thing. I mean, it just depends on like what day of the week it is. We're going to hit people hard with tariffs. We're going to back off tariffs. We're going to take it light. We're going to, you know, it's back and forth, back and forth. They're going to happen at the end of the month. Well, we're going to another 2 weeks. Oh, we'll wait another 30 days. Just a few days ago, he made a statement to the effect of, you know, that he was going to be easy on tariffs. You know, that countries that put tariffs on us, then that's one thing, but overall he'll be easy, you know, on tariffs, could be kind of light and everything. And then all of a sudden yesterday, it was almost like this, you know, old man yelling, "Get off my lawn" kind of thing. He just said, everybody, it's 20% tariffs across the board on everybody. It's just everybody. We're going to tariff the whole world. Everything, everybody, 20% tariffs just across the board. That's definitely gonna cause some reaction in the financial world. Gold has already broken another record high in the high 3150s, 3160s, and the stock market's also starting to react to it also. So this could be, especially if he kind of keeps pushing this, you know, tariffs for everyone, this could be a pretty rough week in the economy. And the Japanese economy is doing horrible right now. It's about ready to bottom out. And I was reading a couple of financial gurus that I sort of follow, and they said that it wasn't just that they felt that the Japanese economy is about ready to collapse, that it may lead to a global economic collapse. And I'm not going to pretend that I understand everything that they were talking about, but they seem to know a lot more than I do, so it's something to think about. And then this whole thing with Iran, it keeps getting bigger and bigger. It seems that, you know, the president obviously is trying to use the size and the weight of the United States to kind of push Iran into complying, but Iran says it's not happening. That they're not complying. They're not going to, you know, that the United States isn't their boss. The United States isn't going to come and tell them how to run their country, and so they're not going to listen. And of course, you know, there's some serious threats going on right now. You know, the president specifically said, you know, we're going to bomb Iran, and it's going to be something like you've never seen before. is what he said. So this is quite serious, folks. And when you look at many of the other events that are going on, there's a lot of people. I'm not saying that this is the case or that I necessarily go along with this, but a lot of people are thinking that this administration maybe didn't have the best plans after all. It's just kind of fly by the seat of their pants sort of deal at this point. I mean, a lot of the people that were brought in don't have a lot of experience in big government politics type stuff. But then again, I don't always think that that's necessary. You're going to be fine. Really. It's not the end of the world. But it does have the appearance that things are just, they're just kind of reacting to things. They're just kind of, well, if this doesn't work, let's try this kind of thing. Who knows? Maybe that's not the case, but it does have the appearance, and I think that it's causing some instabilities, and there's more and more people that are, talking about how they're not quite sure they have that much confidence in what's going on, and the numbers are starting to reflect that. And that's all kind of more of the political game stuff. I think what all of that probably is like I've said before, it's a big distraction. It's a big distraction to keep us, not focused on the fact that regardless of whether it was Obama, Biden, Trump, they're all playing a part, playing a role, actors in a play, to get us further down the road to, something like an Agenda 2030 or a Great Reset or a beast system. This global new world order. And it's talking more openly now than ever before. It's just, and it's interesting because people that just a year or two or a few years ago were speaking out so harshly against how bad the new world order is and we got to fight the new world order, and then all of a sudden we have the new world order playing out before our eyes, and that's okay because it's a different person in charge of the new world order, so that's okay. It just doesn't make sense. It's like if Donald Trump's in charge of the new world order, then that's okay. And I know that upsets a lot of you, but you have to admit and realize that things are crazy. I mean, most conservatives weren't for war, but now they are. Most conservatives weren't for tariffs, but now they are. There's just a lot of weirdness going on, and it's very chaotic. And between the financial stuff with tariffs and potential war stuff with Iran and Yemen and Ukraine and Russia and now Taiwan. I mean, Taiwan has always been in play, but just in the last few days, the Defense Department made some pretty aggressive statements towards China in regards to Taiwan. I mean, there's just aggressiveness all over the board. For instance, remember, weeks ago when the whole Panama Canal and Trump was saying that, we're going to take it back. And then all of a sudden we find out that BlackRock is buying large parts of the Panama Canal. Like, oh, well, BlackRock gets it. And they were buying it from China, from Hong Kong, a company in Hong Kong. Well, China's put their foot down and they stopped the sale of that. And they said that they absolutely cannot allow the Panama Canal to go in control of the Americans. So is that a fight getting ready to happen? A lot of things are going on, and most all of them lead to bad stuff, destruction, hard times. And I don't think that people really understand and comprehend what hard times are going to look at. They see the hard times that we've been living through and say, well, we've already lived through, inflation and a pandemic and everything. We can handle hard times. I don't think people quite understand how hard those hard times are going to be. Need to wake up. Most of you have. And for the ones that have awakened and are working at it, Keep doing a good job, just do it better. Because I think all of us are going to be in for a shock when we see just how bad things are. There's just too much going on, too much big stuff happening, and the likelihood is ever increasing that all of these bad things can just start having a snowball effect, just one right after the other. Because we're in the end times, we're in those biblical times. And those of you that's read your Bibles, you know, it's just getting worse. It's going to get worse. It's going to get bad. So get ready. Stock up. Yesterday at our meeting, that's everyone there. That's all they were talking about. We gotta. We're getting to that point. It's starting to get rough. A lot of people there, you know, they own businesses or they're in sales and different things, and they were all talking about how, you know, it's kind of being reflected in their business, that people are cutting back, you know, things are tight. It's all that. That is all happening and playing out right before our eyes in ways that I don't think that most people really can comprehend, because in a lot of ways it's all being hidden. It's all being hidden from us because of media and social media. Even things like Twitter, X, or whatever is hiding a lot of this kind of stuff. So buckle up, folks. Get your houses in order. Prepare yourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video.